Hi, everybody. So I'm going to do this real quick because I'm at lunch and I will not be shut down by bosses who say that I'm using too much data. They're just going to have to live with it, get over it, and when I get a chance to switch over to something that is unlimited data, even with slowdowns, I'll do that. So here's something real quick that I want to talk about, okay? So we all know that our ICOs that we're involved in have kind of slowed down or have a lot of uncertainty because of the regulations that are going on and the fear in lending, the fear in staking, and things have really kind of come to this screeching halt. Oracle is doing the very best that he can to save Crisios, possibly come out and save LibraCoin, which is awesome. But I want you guys to think about something else that he's doing that is interesting to note. He started his cryptos and coffee theme, okay? And I'm not so sure how I feel about it. I like it on one level. On another level, I kind of don't like it because for a long time he's told us, hey, I'm not reading to you, right? Like, I'm not going to read to you. Read it yourself. But really, the coffee series is reading to us. And I think that's fine as long as he might want to come out and kind of say something like that. I'm not trying to criticize him. I'm really not. I have been since the beginning of December or end of November. Actually, I think the beginning of December. I've been listening to him. I like the things he's got to say, and I have tested the whole lending platform space over the last 2 months, 2.5 months, by investing in these ICOs, 5 of them now, with a couple of them tanking and exit scamming, hoping to see the ones he's trying to save revived. This is a shifting, ever-changing environment that I think everybody needs to be very aware of. And the reason I say that is because if I'm feeling this way about what I see Oracle, where I see Oracle moving into and how he's shifting, it can look a little hypocritical, and I don't want people to come away with that sort of feeling. Oracle has always told us from day one that money goes where money flows. Now, I think I coined that. I don't think he necessarily said that way, but here's the point. The point is, if lending and staking don't work anymore because the paradigm has shifted, then we do need to, quote, flow like water. We need to be able to turn on a dime and make change, okay? And we need to be flexible in the sense that I don't really care how I make my money as long as I make it and it's legal, okay? Those are my concerns. You know that my premise of my channel was, first of all, accidental, but second was about regulation and regulatory compliance. So I don't, like I said, I don't want to wake up tomorrow morning and find out what I'm doing is against the law. Okay, I'm a law-abiding citizen, like 99% of us that are paying attention to this sort of stuff. I got questioned over the weekend. Tell me about these ICOs that you're involved in, and gosh, really, it's just a crapshoot. Now, I'm not a gambler. I don't purport myself to be a gambler. I don't gamble, and I have always stood on the laurels of I make educated decisions and educated choices. Yes, the laws of probability come into play, but I am not a gambler. And I'm kind of getting to a point where these ICOs and lending platforms could be viewed as gambling. I've struggled for a while with the whole idea of Ponzi schemes and pyramid schemes when it came to lending platforms, and I'm starting to feel as though some of the videos we're listening to and that we're hearing, either from the Oracle or from Sean Walters, excuse me, I can't remember if I got that right or not. Please pardon me. And some other YouTubers, what keeps these deals alive is new investors coming in. And part of that is a direct definition of a Ponzi scheme. So I'm really trying to evaluate where I stand there, okay, from my own perspective. I'm not telling anybody to do something or to not do something, or it is or it isn't, but I think we all have to look at how we feel about it, right? We all decide whether or not we're going to go into this or we're going to go into that, and that's our choice, and nobody forces us. Nobody puts a gun to our head. I don't need the government protecting me. But the reality is the first one, it's musical chairs, right? First one in is going to be the winner here. But gone are the days of 10x, 20x, right? And we're having to wait it out a little longer. So I'm really evaluating whether or not I want to be in these types of ICOs. I'm looking at more traditional ICOs from the perspective of, hey, these are businesses with real business models, real business ideas, and they just happen to be tokenized, okay? So I think that we should have that conversation. I think if Oracle is moving to a different type of paradigm, like with his Coffee Talk and his Nootropics platform, I think we should entertain the conversation of maybe we should start digging for some ICOs that have some real substance and real product value. And do they serve a market? Do they change a market? What's the size of that market to disrupt, right? If you've ever looked at the YouTuber Cedric, I think is his name, or Cedric. I'm not sure I have that right. He wears glasses too, but I think they're turquoise. Anyhow, I've listened to a couple of his videos, and he's spot on about a bunch of stuff. He spots ICOs by what they can do, what their intent is, what the market is they want to disrupt, and how big is that market they want to disrupt. And I think if Oracle is thinking about transitioning into a different paradigm, in addition to saving these platforms that we're all invested in, which is awesome, I think that's great. I'm not trying to crap on any program. But I think we all need to be, as a community, which we all are, and as a family, like Gems talks about, we need to be having an honest conversation about where do we want to be invested in going forward. Oracle's team, Team Us, is 20,000 strong. That is not to be forgotten, and it shouldn't be trifled with, and it shouldn't be discounted, okay? We have power in numbers, and we can move certain markets. So perhaps we need to be looking at and looking towards markets that are more functional from the standpoint of when you look at a utility token versus a security, okay? Right? We need to be looking at things that are utility tokens, not securities, and we need to be careful about that, okay? I'm just voicing my opinion and voicing my thoughts. And please, out of all of the 19 subscribers that I have, or the 9 people that last viewed the last video that I sent, please comment on your thoughts, because I think Oracle listens to us. I think that he cares about us and what we think and what we say. And I think that we can have a conversation that is constructive and empowers all of us, okay? We're going to keep the FUD out, right? We're going to be positive. Like Alcoin says, right? I have a choice. I can choose to be negative today, or I can choose to be positive today. And I always want to choose to be positive, but by the same token, I do not want to ignore my conscience. I do not want to ignore the feelings or thoughts I have about something, because I'm afraid somebody's going to say I'm spreading FUD, or somebody's going to think that I'm just being negative. We need to have real conversations about problems that may be cropping up, and how can we deal with them 20,000 strong and as one voice. Not an official voice, because that's dangerous, but we need to be using our numbers to our advantage. So I'm going to leave that there. That was my thought for now. I'm going to upload this when I get back to the office so I can use Wi-Fi. I think that'll work. And please, in the comments, tell me what you think, okay? I would like to grow this channel in a way, but I need feedback. And I don't get a lot. Gems and I communicate. And Liz, your live stream was awesome. I'm so sorry I missed it. Let's get together on an interview. You and I and Gems would be awesome. And let's start having this conversation. I'm going to say goodbye to now. I'm running up on 10 minutes. I don't want to get too long. Peace out, man. Love you guys. Bye.